Are you a victim of domestic violence? Since 2013, From Ordinary to Extraordinary has helped over 3,000 women, and we want to continue to rebuild the community with one family at a time. Please make a donation or sign up for volunteer opportunities today at IamFote.org. No matter how you choose to get involved, know that every bit counts. From Ordinary to Extraordinary is a 501c3 nonprofit organization designed to empower women and girls that have experienced domestic violence.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm going to tap in for sure.
Tap, tap, tap in.
Tap in. And it's back to Monday. Nikki White Chocolate is on here early in the mother effing morning. Let me see. All right, we technically started 9 minutes after the hour. That's not bad. That's almost on time for us. Technically, that should be considered on time for Michael, Shawn, to take up. Well, Michael, Shawn, and Shawnee Scott. Because as you see,
sometimes Mo is here.
Yeah, sometimes Mo is here, but the main squares. We've been doing this show by ourselves for a while now. Like, if this was a sitcom, people would have already thought. If people would have already thought that there was contractual problems with the other two actors, they'd be like, yo, why ain't Pam and Tommy on the show all the time anymore? Why they keep not being part of the script? But they are part of the team. There's not a problem. There's no problem. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, we was a TV show. That's what would happen. So, all right, let's get it going. Shawnee Scott, it was a weekend. It was a long weekend for you. It was a long. I just want to say I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad you're home. How was your weekend?
Yeah, it was great. The girl ran her first indoor meet at the University of Arkansas. So she was really excited. I know she was excited, and she appreciates the experience because on her athlete page on Instagram, I saw her little post and I was like, oh, and she wrote it by herself. Like, I didn't write. Usually I write all her stuff for her, but I didn't even know she did it. I just saw the notification come through. She put all her pictures up, all her video, even though her sister didn't video her, right? Because I didn't video it because I like to watch her, and I can't watch her in video because I be talking and moving the camera and stuff. But I guess I'm gonna have to start videoing it because her sister did not do a really good job of capturing the video. So
it is what it is. Like, it don't matter that we older, we caught up too. We need video of everything. Now that we know it's possible, we need video of everything, and that ain't no just videotaping somebody on stage. It's videotaping somebody running a track meet. Damn it.
Well, yeah, she wants her video. She creates reels, and then like, I got footage of her going in, so I got to create her this. It's a motivation reel that she wants, so I got to put the words and stuff behind it, and her approaching, her doing all her stuff. So she wants to document it.
No, that's amazing. And for Kathy Black and Miles, good morning, happy MLK Day, everybody. Happy MLK Day to everybody. But the amazing thing is that not that what you didn't say was amazing. All that's amazing is that this was up in a competition. So this was like a big deal that you guys were at. Like, y'all done stepped up. Like, y'all went from the comedy club to a semi-theater. Like, y'all,
yeah,
she was one of the younger ones there, correct?
Yeah, she was one of the younger ones. Now that I'm gonna have to get on her about, because she did put that on the Instagram page on her post that she wasn't in high school, and I'm like,
oh yeah, you gotta edit that.
You have to tell her. You can't just don't say nothing.
Can't tell you.
Yeah, you can't say that. But yeah, she put on there. But she was proud. So she's looking forward to her next one that kind of because she always runs up, but it's usually during regular track season. So there's a difference running indoor. It is
right.
A whole different ball game. But this one, she did good. Her time was good because I looked at her overall rankings. She definitely didn't come in last. She beat a lot of seniors out.
Right.
Like, all you got to do, and really for her to be like top 10, if she shaves off 3 seconds, she in top 10 status. 3 seconds. That's a lot. It's not a lot, but it is a lot.
Well, the other and in the other race was the marathon of the drive of 5 hours up and 5 hours back.
Oh my God.
God bless. God bless.
But you know, we had fun because I like spending time with my girls. So it's not a bad thing. And I wasn't thinking because you know we're so used to driving across Texas, but we had to go across we had to go out of Texas through another state to another state.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, Texas is flat.
Mm-hmm.
It's flat. The next state is flat, a lot of reservation. And then we got to Arkansas. And I was like, I did not think about they got mountains out here. So we driving up and down mountains. It's cold. It's like 28, 32, you know, stuff like that there. But it was cool because the girls, I told them, I said, when y'all pack, we're going north. So make sure you pack warm clothes. It's colder there than it is here.
Uh-huh.
One of them didn't pack no shoes. She just had slides. When we got there, she it's cold. That's what I'm talking about. You know, when I say pack some warm clothes, but they did have sweats at least. But they like them little ankle socks or and I like wearing those too. But I tell them wear those in the spring and the summer. In the winter, in the fall,
you're such a mom, yeah. You're
to cover your ankles up because they be cold.
Such a mom.
Yeah, and they didn't have my socks. I'm like, y'all, these are my socks that I packed for me. So what I'm supposed to do? And then we passed a prison. That was funny because you know they've never seen a prison. They've seen stereo, but they ain't never seen a prison. And they was like, well, what's the difference? I said, you want to go over there and find out?
Shit.
Yeah.
A mom can do this. This is why I'm saying you're such a mom. A mom can, and everything that you said is valid, important, and is good information. But a mom can give you 25 minutes on why your ankle should be covered. I'd be like, girl, all right, I get, but 25 minutes on why your ankle. They will give you the reason why your ankle should be covered, the place, the region that we're traveling to. Like, well, I get it. My mom just like that.
They gotta know this because when they start, like if she starts traveling without me, you know, God, you know, something happened and she got to travel without, you got to know this. You know, because they've only been to, I mean, they've been up there. They've been in New Jersey, of course, in New York. But, and even with that, the last time they went there, I said, okay, y'all need to pack this, and this. They thinking winter is the same everywhere. It's like, no. So I think what I need to do with them, because we usually take vacation, when we would take vacation, spring break, summertime. The wintertime, we were usually, you know, in a region like this. No, I need to take them like to Denver, you know, just like little places around Texas so they can understand, no, the climate changes.
This all spawned from covering of the ankles. Only moms do this. Oh, moms do think about, you know what? She went from the ankles not being covered to, I think I need them to take them to Denver so they can get used to climate. All you got to do is show them the Weather Channel. Like, just go to the Weather Channel. Just be like,
that don't work. That don't work. They got the weather on
how cold it is.
They don't understand that.
Put Colorado on there. Put Colorado on there. Make them look at it more. She said, we're going to travel to Denver because what they not going to do is not cover their goddamn ankles. Because I'm going to teach, they're going to learn today.
And that's right. And whatever they pack, that's what they're going to wear. And we're going to go skiing and all that. Like, oh, you don't have no gloves. Oh, you just think you need to get gloves. Oh, okay.
I don't know. This is the no segue zone for a quick second. And well, I'm glad Jay squared out because he probably have Joe. I don't know why my back is so tight this morning. Like, I know y'all see me stretching. Like, something's going on. My back is. Shout to everybody on here. I watch y'all this Saturday at CW3 meter 1 through 60 and doing big things and big moves in 2023. Well, thank you, Mark. Thank you for supporting.
Damn, and Mark, we look forward to seeing you Friday, Mark. I'll send you the secret location.
Mark
RSVP.
Since you coming to be a studio audience member, I need silliness on the highest level. It's gonna be a silly show. There's gonna be the escape from everything that y'all get hit over to, including this show when we're on here, because we get into it and we get serious about stuff. But it's gonna be 27 minutes of just silliness. So just laugh. Don't judge the jokes. Just laugh. Just partake in the jokes. Afro Queen, what up? First of all, thank y'all for getting up because I know a lot of y'all probably off from work. And y'all, some people celebrate Martin. A lot of people celebrate Martin. So I think it was Kathy that said she should be asleep. Somebody said they should be asleep. So thank you. My grown children and grandchildren wear ankle socks all year round, but not me.
Yeah, I don't see how they do it. It's too cold. And then they be complaining, "Oh, we cold. Turn the heat on." Yo, what's cold?
Cover your
My feet cold. Yeah, cover your chest. You have
Cover your chest.
this area covered because that wind will
I be
tear
ready.
this up, and then you be sick, and then you looking at me, and it's like ain't nothing I can do because you won't do what I asked you to. But the one other thing I did that last night, I binge watched Tulsa King, what you told me. I finished the whole thing.
Oh, damn, you beat me.
I finished the whole thing. And that is an assignment for the girls. They have to watch it, and they're gonna have to write me an essay on it of what they got out of it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you wanted them to watch. I guess I'm only on episode 3, so I haven't seen what they must be a moral to the story or something. So shout out to Sylvester Stallone.
Yes, there is a big, big, big lesson at the end because I was like, damn, are you serious? You have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Now, being completely transparent, when you get to the end of it, I don't think your reaction is gonna be like my reaction.
Yeah, because I'm still mad at the Best Man final chapter. Like I'm still mad at that. So I don't need another thing to be. But I will finish it. I will binge watch it on Tuesday because tonight I'm busy because there's a playoff game. Good morning. James K says good morning. Thank y'all so much for doing the show this morning. I'm here at work and I'm ready to laugh, crack jokes, and enjoy the beautiful Shawnee and her Mary J hair. Oh, the Mary J hair.
Thank you, James. Thank you.
Yes, Shawnee, Sly is the truth.
He is the truth. I didn't realize he was 75. Well, he's 76. But I guess when he taped it, he was 75 because they referenced his age in it. But
when he knocked off old girl. Sly been doing it for a minute. Manifest was a show to watch. Somebody told, I did watch some of Manifest. I never that's the plane crash, right?
Yeah, I watched some of it, but after like a minute, it got a little too sci-fi-ish for me. I was like, okay. Then now the first part, the first couple episodes, I was
into it. I just didn't I didn't finish it either. Well, I still think it's going on. Afro Queen says, wait, I need to add this show to my list. It did look pretty good. No, it definitely is good. And the trailers got me. This is when, listen, trailers work. Sometimes when I'm sitting here trying to figure something out to watch, I will watch 40 minutes worth of trailers and feel like I already watched the movie because I'll be skimming through them all. But that trailer, and I saw scenes of it on TikTok. And that's what made me go watch it. So shout out to that. Yeah, Tulsa King.
Tulsa King, yeah, that was a good movie, good lesson that I think the girls need to learn.
Now, without giving Tulsa King away, I will say this. I really like the show. Obviously, something happens in Tulsa, y'all. Obviously, something happens in Tulsa, Tulsa King. But damn it, that man got off the plane and literally within 10 minutes was running some stuff. I was like, all right, we did that fast. Like, we got off the plane. And wait, I can give this part away. Within a half hour, he had an employee driving him, and he already was running somebody's pockets. I was like, damn, like that was really fast, but I enjoyed it. I'm enjoying it right now, but I have to wait till Tuesday.
That's his. To me, it was like, well, that's his mentality. Like he ain't know no other way.
No, I get it, but even other people were like, what you gonna protect us from? We're talking about the Tulsa King starring Sylvester Stallone. And I think he executive produced it because his name comes up in the credits like a gang of times.
On Amazon. If you got Prime, it's free. I think it's free for everybody to watch on Amazon.
I don't know what's going on with my back. I don't know how I slept last night, but I know this thing is tight. Oh, it's so tight. Why am I trying to sound like Martin Luther King? All right, it's MLK Day. Well, my weekend, I just worked. I took my daughter out to Hibachi for her birthday because I won't be here on her birthday. Birthday's next week. She turns 19. We chilled. We did that. And then Saturday was football. Tonight, all you Cowboy fans, the Cowboys play a playoff game tonight against Tom Brady, which is probably be one of the highest rated games of the year. But I watched football and I learned a valuable lesson with football. I learned a valuable lesson. Sometimes football can actually teach you life lessons, like Damar, and the power of prayer and the power of never giving up. And the man is home. He went from, we thought he wasn't going to make it, to actually being home with some oxygen, which is an amazing thing. And I thought that was a life lesson. You just, you can, some people call it manifesting things. Some people couldn't put positive energy in the universe. Some people just pray. Then whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to do, I believe it affects. So yesterday I'm watching a football game, and the football game is 24-0. You talk about crazy. The Jacksonville Jaguars are playing the Chargers. It's 24-0. And the Chargers look like they're about to score again, but the Jaguars defense holds them. So now they got to punt. And the Chargers punt, and they're winning 24-0. They punt. And the ball, I've never seen this in my life. The ball comes down. He punts it. He kicks it. The ball comes down and hits a player on the helmet. The Jaguars, it just hits him. Like, there's no way he could have seen it. He's just sitting there blocking, and the ball hits him on the helmet. The Jaguars fumble on their own 9-yard line. The Chargers recover. The Jaguars are already losing 24-0. Like, even the announcers are like, I've already come to a point where they're like, this game is over. And now a ball, like a movie, like a bad movie, hits a guy on a helmet. The Jaguars lose the fumble. The Chargers are on their 9-yard line. If the Chargers score, it's over. It's 31-0. It's done. The whole crowd is quiet. They're playing in Jacksonville. For some odd reason, this defense comes on the field and decides they're not going to give up. And they stop the Chargers and hold them to a field goal. Now, I know to a lot of people that doesn't make a big deal. But just giving up 3 points and your defense showing the rest of the team that we're not giving up, we're still going to keep playing, is absolutely amazing. And I know y'all looking at me right now like, you really get too deep into these games. I do. But sometimes you need inspiration from certain things that you never thought you'd get it from. Dudes didn't give up. And for some reason, I was laying in the bed about to fall asleep. And I perked up. And I said, you know what? Let me watch the rest of this game. They came back from 27-0 and beat the Chargers. The Jaguars were down 27-0. And them bastards, and shout to the comedian Lil Duval, who was over there because he's from there and he's a big Jaguar fan. Even when they sucked for many years, he'd be in the stands and everything. Them boys came back from 27-0 and won the game. They ain't got to do no more. This season is already a success for them. But what it's already like that. Yeah, Kathy Black and Miles said, yeah, I've been watching last month for the first time. I loved it. I left off at episode 8, so I'm behind. No, Shawnee did the whole thing. But that was amazing. That was my highlight, other than the Giants winning. And the Giants won their playoff game. So can't wait to watch Tom sexy ass tonight. Tom Brady sexy. Oh. Shout out to the New York Football Giants. I was just getting to it. My Giants won a playoff game. We have not been to the playoff in 6 years, which means we have not won a playoff game in 6 years. So yesterday was a beautiful day. James K says, I'm that way with John Madden football. I watch the football game so I can be better player on the game. Wow, you're really into the Madden. I used to be so into Madden like that. Shout out to Madden. That video game drove me crazy. Kathy Black and Miles, my Ravens game was good. We gave them a run for their money. I'm proud of them. Yes, y'all did. Lamar Jackson did not play. A lot of people are wondering if Lamar Jackson didn't play, not because he was injured, but because they didn't give him his contract. So he was hurt. Maybe he could have played, but he was like, y'all can do that without me till y'all sign me up. Afro Queen, wait, they came back and won. I need to check. Yes, Afro Queen, they came back and won. They came back and won. And I ain't never seen an entire team get so tight in the Chargers because the Chargers felt it coming. Pause. They felt it coming. Double pause. They were like, everything is going wrong. And everything's going right for the Jaguars. So they came back and won. Tonight is the big game, Dallas Cowboys and Tom Brady. And I predict if the Dallas Cowboys lose, the head coach will be fired. I also predict this is Tom Brady's last victory as a Buccaneer. He won't be with the Bucs next year. Anyway, that was my weekend. As we said, it's Martin Luther King celebration today. Jay Black made I guess he did some research and we found out that this isn't actually Martin Luther King's birthday, which is normally the case when people get their birthdays. But I don't know. Is it George Washington Day on George Washington's actual birthday? I have no idea. You do anything special for MLK, or you just chilling?
Well, the girls want to go to the parade with their friends, so I'm gonna be a chaperone at the parade.
Can I just tell y'all? Can I say something transparent that has nothing to do with Martin Luther King? Can I please just say this without getting in any trouble? Please, Dallas. I love you guys. I love you guys. I couldn't stand being in that damn parade every year. Not because that was the longest day of my amen, Mike. Those choke boys are going to lose. That going to choke, and his coach is out of there. Yeah, probably. That Martin Luther King parade, have you ever been part of it? I know Shawnee has.
Yeah, for years. I've had to perform in it every year.
Oh my, being on that float.
It's different because I was talking to one of their friends' mom last night, and because it used to start at City Hall, which is over here by me. And it would go through and then end up on Martin Luther King, go down. And she was like, oh no, they changed it. It started at the bridge.
Yes.
And it goes straight down. I said, for real?
Yes, it goes straight to what? It goes directly straight to what's the thing name where the fair is at?
The Fair Park. Yeah, but it used to go through, it started at City Hall and it wrap around. And then you end up at you'd end up on MLK. It would go through town, then get to MLK, then you go down MLK to the Fair Park.
Well, they must have changed it 9 years ago because every year I did it, it went straight down to MLK and we started at that bridge and we had to, and then it was, oh, wow. Now, I love the fact that they have a parade. It was just having to get there early and then getting on a float and jumping off the float to say hi to everyone. And I love saying hi to people. And remember, this is way before COVID. So people were still smacking hands. People were smacking hands and all that other stuff. Wasn't nobody worried about germs or wasn't nobody worried about the corona or nothing. And you just sitting there chitting and chatting. But it's a long, and we'd literally just be, and either the beat would be in front of us or the beat would be behind us, however it was set up. I just know for a lot of years, I would have to do that parade the night after a very long night of festivities for myself. And I just remember being in so much, so I was like, oh my God. And and the problem was we would park at where the state fair is at. Where is it called? What's it called again?
Fair Park.
Fair Park. We would park our car there and then have to walk all the way up to the beginning of the parade. Like we'd have to walk from there where they would tell us to park and then walk the whole entire parade route up the opposite way to get to the beginning of the parade. Now, the other thing I didn't understand about the Martin Luther King parade, listen, people, I did the parade. I love the parade. I think they should be. I don't understand the point of bringing dogs to the parade because the dogs were kind of a symbolic thing of what the cops used against Martin Luther King. So I don't know. Having the dogs roofing out there. I don't know.
You talking about the people bringing their dogs?
Yeah, the people bringing the dogs out.
Because you outside. We sitting outside. I mean, I'm not looking. I've only watched it maybe twice. I took the girls when they were little, and then we went and I parked somewhere where we could see it, going by. So this will be my third time watching it. But I'm really not looking forward to it, to be honest. Really don't want to do it, but they want to hang out with friends, so we're gonna go.
And because it's gonna be cold. Is it cold out there today?
It is gonna be cold. It's always cold. And that's what I was telling, like, y'all gonna be cold. And they were like, well, we went before. Yeah, but you were little. I had you in a wagon. You was all bundled up. Now y'all gonna go out there in these damn ankle socks and be.
I was just gonna bring up, and your ankle's gonna be wide open.
Yeah. Oh well, it's not so bad. So it's 62 degrees right now. The parade
you guys are gonna be good.
10. Starts at 10. It'll be 64. It's gonna get up to 70. It'll be the high is 76 today, so it's not gonna be bad.
No, y'all gonna be all right. Y'all gonna be all right. Yup. Look at that. Damn. That's one thing I missed about Texas. Only in Texas can it be freaking January. It's gonna hit 76. Oh man, I missed that so much. God. Oh, I missed 76 in January. Oh, I don't even want to tell you what it is on the East Coast. So Shabby said, I never understood why most, if not all, MLK streets are always in the poverty-stricken hood. I don't know. I remember the first time, I think Chris Rock said that joke years ago, and I was like, yo, he got a point.
I mean, do y'all think they gonna put it in Highland Park? You think in Highland Park they gonna be like, okay, we got an MLK Street? No, they not.
Well, I
Gonna.
was gonna say, why can't they have MLK Day like in the spring? But I guess it's 76 degrees, so it doesn't really matter in Texas. But out here, I know there's gonna be some parades. People gonna be freezing out here. Amen. What was that? Amen, Shawnee. I don't like going either, so my son's grandma takes him. And I mean, and the festivities are nice because I like, that's how I found out all the sorority houses and fraternity houses are on that street. Like they got them.
Well,
Some of them are on there.
Yeah, the Omegas are there, the Deltas are there, and the Kappas have a house there. And then there's a house that we used to growing up. We had social organizations that worked with us on development. South Dallas Business Women and Professional Club. I was in that. They have a house there. All those houses on that street are historic mansions.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That I learned that too.
Yeah, because we were supposed to try to broadcast from there, from my classmate's house.
Oh yeah, that's right.
House that I think his grandparents owned it and then gave it to his dad, and his dad owns it now. And they
Didn't we walk through it together?
Yeah, and we walked through it because we were gonna do a show or something there.
Yeah, it was nice. It was very nice. Dogs are family too. There are fur babies. Yeah, I'm not talking about the fur babies, but them joints. Yeah. So shout out to everybody going out there. It's gonna be a nice day. I'm stuck on here in the East Coast. You said what?
We got to shout out Mo. This is what she's doing this morning. She had to be there at 7:00. So everything kicks off at 9. They have free food at this place in Vauxhall. She's doing a day of service where they're giving out food, they're giving out clothes. They are accepting monetary donations for the food pantry. So if you guys are around that area or you want to go see what Mo is doing, this is where she is. She'll be there till about 3:00 today.
And just for those who don't understand why I'm so envious of the weather in Dallas, is because in our area in the Philly, Jersey, Delaware, it's 28 degrees right now, yeah. Real talk, is 28 degrees. Like honestly, like y'all think I'm playing. During the show, I'm going to go start my car and warm my car up because there's some things I really hate. I just want to know there's some things I really, and it's not people. There's this thing, so I can say hate. I hate walking into a cold car. I don't care how expensive your car is. It's still going to take a matter of minutes and you got to be freezing in that car when you want. So I like walking into a toasty car. That's amazing. All right, now you give me something you hate, Shawnee. It's your turn. Now you give me something.
A cold car.
But you can't repeat. You can't repeat. That's part of the game.
When we were in where we were, my car I park in the garage all the time. So I'm not thinking. So you girls kind of have to get on me too. Like, you prepare for your car to look like this. Our car look like a big piece of ice cube. I said, oh my God, what are we doing? We had to literally sit there for 15 minutes for the car to defrost because it was ice on all the windows.
Tell them.
The hood, the doors. I said, oh my, it was like 20. When we got up that morning, I think it was like 25 degrees. I said, oh my God.
And your kids didn't like it, right? They didn't like it?
No, they like it. And they had no ankle socks, so it made it worse. And the one didn't have no shoes on. She had on slides. Yeah.
Tell them that during the wintertime, that's damn near every day. If they ever talk about, I heard they was just talking, but if they were ever talking about moving to the East Coast, that's every day in the wintertime. Ashley Newman says, I know my twins showing off out Texas for the D1 All-American. I guess they're running track too, huh? Talking about, Mom, we need to move down here. It's good weather. I'm telling people listen.
Where your kids playing?
Twin show. Yeah, tell us where they playing at, Ashley.
Wouldn't that be football?
D1, but Division 1 is for all the college athletes. Like you're a D1 athlete, it could be football, it could be everything.
The only indoor, well, we got a couple indoor things in Texas. Because she said Texas, not Dallas. Because I was saying We don't have no indoor track.
I went to a football game to see the Cowboys wearing shorts and a tank top. Do you know how do you know how amazing football? Do you know how amazing that felt? I'm talking about I wore shorts to Cowboy games till November. It was blazing hot. We were tailgating. I had shorts on. We was playing the little bag game and throwing it in the hole. The something, whatever. I can't think of the name. I still haven't thought of the name. I'm telling you, ever since I hit my head, I can't remember shit. It was so amazing. Dog, I'm telling you, I try to tell everybody, and I'm doing what I told everybody not to do. Don't spread the word about Dallas. You might not like their politics. I didn't think I was going to enjoy living in Texas. I absolutely did. Absolutely did. Cornhole. Thank you, Kathy Black. Thank you, finally. Cornhole.
We've had Christmases that we were in shorts.
N-word, N-word, N-word. Do you know how dope that is? It was the closest thing I got to live in my dream, which is to wake up and celebrate Christmas with a little Christmas tree on a beach with a little non-alcoholic drink and an umbrella in my drink as I'm going like this for no reason. I'm just doing it because everybody does it. It was amazing. All American Bowl, DeSoto, Texas. Oh, wow.
That was at DeSoto High, probably. That's right up the street.
I know those young men. I don't know if it's two. You said twins, right? I know those young men don't know what to do with themselves right now. They're gonna be like, "Yo."
When do they come back? Or I'm assuming they played on Saturday.
I have not let me look at this real quick. All right, so I guess we got to start the show. You named something you hate. All right, you named the same thing, but you repeat.
I named the same thing.
All right, this is another thing I hate. I hate when you get your mindset onto. I take hot showers, y'all. I take hot showers. This goes back to me not liking the cold. I hate when you didn't know that somebody took all the hot water, or the hot water ain't the way it should be. It's just like lukewarm, and you get in that shower and your body don't feel that night. Like people, I got my energy drink, but I forgot to get my coffee yesterday. I'm getting my coffee and I'm coming back. And before I go to work, I'm taking this shower that's gonna start my whole life again. Showers start my whole life again. They just, it's like a rebirth. But when it's cold, and don't be in a hotel with the water ain't hot. Or the water ain't got the powerful, what do you call it when the water's hitting you? Like it's got that.
I'm like, what kind of hotel you stay at?
What'd you say?
What kind of hotel you stay at?
I stayed at some raggedy ass hotels. Ashley Newman says her kids left Wednesday, come back to. Oh damn. No. Wednesday, come back Tuesday. Oh.
Are they driving?
No, they ain't driving. Ain't nobody driving all the way down to Dallas.
How far is Ashley? Where's she, in Jersey?
She's in Philly. That's like 1,500 miles of driving.
I mean, I've done it before.
When I really got lonely in Texas, when I really had them lonely days, I actually put it in my GPS just to see how long it would take if I ever had to just bounce out. I was like 1,500 miles. I said, dang. That's another thing I hate. I know it's supposed to be positive, but just certain things I can't. I'm telling you, I just
being positive about things we hate.
I know. I said I know I'm supposed to be positive. All right, things I love. Then I'll just say things I love. Warm cars and hot showers. Bam, there it is.
Okay.
And a blanket that keeps you warm when you go to sleep. And you can just get under the blanket and you like, poof, and it just hits you. Poof, because I got two of them. Because one of them ain't long enough. Why? Why it's not long enough? I don't know where I got this blanket from. All right, what do we got? Do we have anything we can talk about today? Or we got freestyle this for a good hour.
Well, we got a couple things that were sent over, some duplicates that we were all on the same page with. So I guess the first thing, let's see, what are we gonna do first? I guess you want to do a relationship topic?
We'll do a relationship topic right now.
This is crazy. So this is divorce court. I think it's divorce court with Star Jones. Star is the judge.
I saw this. I didn't even know Star Jones had but yeah, I saw this clip. Go ahead. Yeah, this is hilarious. So
this lady is like I don't get it. I was like, what is the problem? But she wants to get married. Her
really
boyfriend he don't want to get married. He's saying that he will get married, but he wants to do it a certain way. She wants it a certain way, and this is just this big old crazy fiasco on national TV.
You are being a doormat. I'm letting you know. I'm looking you in the face because you brought this case here.
But it's been 5 years. I don't
It's
want to
been
lose
5 years. You're not losing the whole 5 years. You're gaining the next 5 years.
God.
You are gaining the next.
But I want to have them with him. I want to have the 5 years with him. I don't want to start all over again. That's too much.
Right.
It's too much. And you know what? Right way.
Oh my God.
You agree?
Yes, I want to be with you, but
Then you know what? No, you know what? Around, you either marry me or you reimburse me. It's that simple. I have the ring already.
Reimburse
All you
me.
gotta do is get on your knees and propose.
Your Honor, she is not going to rob
I'm
me
not
of my
gonna-
manhood
That's
and
another
demand that I'm going to do it that way. I'm going to get a ring. I'm going to propose to
Here,
her when the
take this
time is
one.
right.
Take this
Take
one.
this.
I have not even
Take
got
this
to build a
one.
relationship with her family.
In
But you
case no one else has figured this out, y'all are not compatible.
At all.
You are
I spent all of
living
this
in a
time.
fantasy world, baby. In a fantasy world.
But, Your Honor,
This is not your husband.
but Your Honor, I spent so
He
much time
is
invested in
barely
him.
your
It's not fair.
boyfriend.
It's not fair.
It may not be fair, but it's true.
What is
Baby,
not
he is
fair?
not your
Please.
husband.
Please.
I'm like, girl.
Who wants to marry her, y'all? Who would want to marry that?
Who
Like,
wanna
what- I
marry
want
him?
her to watch
Who
the-
want to marry him?
He didn't do nothing. This is what kills me about these two women who jump on him. He said, I'm going to get the ring. The man is making common sense. He said, I don't even know your family yet.
Listen,
All you want to do, this has nothing to do with her loving him. This has everything to do with she is so obsessed with the thing of marriage. She's like, take this one. He's like, I'm gonna buy you a ring. I don't want you to buy your own ring.
No,
Like, I wouldn't even want you to buy your own. This girl is a disaster. She needs therapy right after she leaves court. She needs to talk to somebody for 2 hours a day to understand that she's begging this dude.
I agree with that part. She begging and she shouldn't have bought a ring. But they've been dating for 5 years. You don't want to meet her family. He don't want to get married. Look at how pretty he is. I mean, it's like, why are we going through? No. You might be dodging a bullet, girl. You might be dodging a bullet.
She might be. He definitely is. Don't nobody want to marry that mental mess right there. That is ridiculous. Like, I don't even want your family to see that video.
Oh, well, they probably saw it.
You literally said, and you literally said the dumbest thing ever. If you're not going to marry me, you're going to reimburse you for what? Nobody held you against your will. You there because you're dying to marry anybody. And we're not going to show you the rest.
For 5 years? She
Yeah.
was just doing for 5 years? I mean, that's a long, that's a long time. I wouldn't have been able to do 1 year. But
Abercrombie said, sadly, there are a lot of girls like her. It's who, like in the famous words of comedian T.K. Kirkland, who raised you? Like, if it's 5 years and he hasn't built a relationship with your family, it's both y'all faults. Why didn't you bring this up? Then we're not even gonna get into the whole lie that she had going on the entire time. He definitely dodging one. I would dodge this too.
What line she had going on?
Yeah, she lied about having her tubes tied, and she told she was talking to somebody else, and lied about. And she was like, "I can get them untied. I told you it's 10,000. I can get them." I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Oh, I didn't see that part. I couldn't take it no more. she was just going on and on. I'm like, "Ooh, where are your friends at to tell you just let it go?"
She said, "Reimburse me."
Reimburse her for the ring? Or okay, so she had him thinking that she could have she probably can't have keys, but he didn't know her tubes were tied.
No. He found out on the phone. I'm sitting there going, I don't even, first of all, we're talking about this. I hope and pray that this is written by somebody. I hope.
Well, sometimes they are written. Sometimes there are authors that come in.
Tashabi said, I thought that was Young Jock. That's hilarious.
He does not look like Young Jock.
He looked like this comedian.
He is.
What?
I don't know.
He like Chris Thomas. who used to be the mayor of BET Rap City. And she looked like she remind me of a.
He too pretty. These earrings, sign, and
I couldn't take it. Wow.
that does not look like Young Jock.
No, he does look like this comedian. Don't look like Young Jock.
It don't look like Young Jock.
I forgot what Young Jock looked like. What did Young Jock look like? Anyway, that was I was hoping. I said, let this be fake, man. Please tell me this lady ain't in front of these cameras.
People do. I've seen girls jump on cars and hold dudes by their legs, and I'm like, okay.
People, marriage is a beautiful thing, done correctly. But what do you? I don't understand the obsession. He's got the 80s new edition turtle. And let me tell you something. A turtleneck with the little chain around it. First of all, I can't wear turtlenecks. I can't have nothing around my neck. Like when I see people wear turtlenecks, it makes me uncomfortable because I literally can't have anything. Or I've tried. But yeah, he does look like he's going on tour with New Edition. Yeah, he does look like he could be singing Heartbreak. The side profile looks like somebody else at the side profile looked like Young Jock.
Young Jock. That does not look like Young Jock to me. But let me see.
But the begging to get you're begging like
you were going somewhere. You were going somewhere. You were saying marriage can be a beautiful thing.
It can be a beautiful thing, but understand y'all what y'all begging for, men and women. You're about to see somebody's face every single day. Like it's not going like trust. It's going to be something like you're begging for something that is going to take work. So if that person within 5 years, if y'all haven't made the commitment to actually do it, which takes a lot of work to get everything in this relationship takes a lot of work. That's why I feel like half these marriages end up in the void. It takes a lot of work to get married the way it's set up. It takes a lot of work to get the place that y'all can live in. It takes a lot of work to figure out how we're going to do the bills, how we're going to do it financially. It takes a lot of work to how are both people's sexual drive the same. It takes you're begging for something that's going to take a lot of work. So if you have to beg for it, then that's not the person to do it with. That person has to be eager to jump into this shit just like you.
Yeah.
Because this is going to be difficult. There's going to be some great days, some great years and stuff like that. But even if it works, it's going to be tough.
The side Young Jock.
Oh, wow. There's a little resemblance. I forgot Young Jock.
I don't know. Cedric Yarbrough. Who is Cedric Yarbrough?
I don't know who Cedric Yarbrough is. He looks like Chris Thomas. I'm telling you, Chris Thomas is the former host, the original host of Rap City. He was the mayor of Rap City. Still a comedian. Hilarious. Kathy Blackmire said that in the last few weeks, we've been seeing several news clips regarding marriage. Is Shawnee throwing hints? I don't know. She's picking these out. I don't know.
Shawnee don't pick. Listen, first of all,
Shawnee been picking them out. I'm glad, Kathy. I'm glad I ain't saying it.
Shawnee does not pick.
I'm glad I ain't say nothing. I ain't glad because Shawnee was on. She was on a bench sending stuff.
But it went. Well, that was in there, but Mo sent this too.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of marriage and relationships, no, I'm not throwing hints. I'm not saying I have anything against marriage, but I do know that's a lot. And that's a whole lot. That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot. So no, I'm not throwing hints.
Thank you, Kathy.
What you talking about? Thank you, Kathy, for? Kathy, you on, Kathy? You supposed to be on my side.
Thumbs up, Kathy. Thumbs up. I peeped that too. I didn't see Mike taking any notes either. My notebook is here. My notebook is still here. I didn't take any notes on that. Well, after she basically said she don't want to get married. So I already got the notes on, engagements and stuff like that. So I can't
say I didn't want to get married. I said marriage is a lot. That's a whole lot. That's a lot. Just saying, it's a lot.
What? That is a lot. But it could be done.
TJ Holmes is in the news.
This was hilarious. This is
So
the
they
ultimate.
lawyered up after being taken off the air, and this case could actually turn racial because, of course, they took him off. I didn't know she got let go too, but I knew he got let go. And that's what I gotta say. Good for him. Good for him. Good for him.
If you don't know them by now, 5 years, you will never know them.
Yeah, true.
That's a guy saying it too. TJ, oh, did you see the other story about TJ Holmes and Amy?
No, I got another TJ Holmes story, but it's him. And matter of fact, he's talking about marriage because they had an author on that was saying marriage is not for Black women. It ain't for Black women. So he doing this interview with this dude about it. But yeah, but good for him. I'm glad that he lawyered up and he's, doing some type of fighting back. I mean, I know people been on him. His ex-wife came out, or wife, whatever she is. We don't know really what's going on with them. They say they divorced, but I don't know. But good for him.
Listen, TJ Holmes got caught up, and it happens to men and women all over the place. When you the person that's popping, and obviously he was popping at that in Good Morning America, or whatever it is, Good Morning America 2, Good Morning America Afternoon, whatever the hell it is. They got so many versions of Good Morning America, it don't even make no sense. But he was popping, he got carried away. Women was dropping him drawers for him. Nobody pulled him to the side and said, TJ, you do know we live in America. And if this leaks out, you're going to catch all hell. And they're going to totally ignore this white woman. Now, she lost her job too. So they didn't totally ignore her.
Okay.
But when it comes to the headlines, a Black man running through white women gets more streams, more likes, more views, and still sells more magazines and papers than the white woman getting run through. Because we did a whole show on the white woman who got run through the entire police department, by the way, whose husband is standing by her. I don't understand that.
Wow. Well, maybe he was part of it with her.
But God bless. Maybe they live in a swinger lifestyle.
Yeah, maybe that's what they do. But they grown. That's the thing that gets me. These are grown people messing with grown people.
But now the only thing with cops is you can't do it on the job. Like y'all was wilding. Y'all can't do it. Your job is kind of sensitive. Like there are other things you're supposed to be doing. Like you can't take time to be smashing.
Maybe it was slow that day. They were in Laverne, wherever the name of the town was Laverne.
There's always time to harass people. But so TJ, so this is the thing I saw. So allegedly, TJ Holmes' ex and Amy's ex have seen to get cozy together and have been spending time together. Allegedly, I read this. I said, this cannot be. Let me tell y'all how the ultimate paybacks is. Let me go mess with the person that you cheated on, the person that you cheated on, husband or wife. I'm going to mess with them. And now this is all dysfunctional, y'all. This is all dysfunctional. So now y'all two, these kids are going to be so freaking confused.
No, they're not.
If them two get together, they're going to be like, wait a minute. We went on vacations and we went to people's houses and y'all were all friends. And now y'all done switch partners.
You know what? This is the thing. As adults, we think about it more. These kids know. You know how they know? Because they little social circles at school. Guess what they do? They do just this, and they don't care. And they roll right off their back, and they keep them. Well, I'm not talking to him no more because I like this one now. Or I'm done talking to her now. And they all friends.
And that's the problem because they've gotten it from adults, and it does affect them. Because people fall in line with what they're around. Look, she wanted to see if it was true. Once you go Black, you can't go back. So now her husband got to step up to keep her here. I don't know. Keep her. I don't know, man. I don't know the TJ Holmes. I mean, he's lawyered up. You got to do something. Because it's going to be a minute before somebody takes you on and puts you back on another new. And I don't understand why he can't just get another job. The man wasn't addicted to heroin. He was addicted to vagina.
Absolutely. And again, these were grown people. That's the thing that gets me. These were grown people. But we can see TJ Holmes doing what he does best. This is him defending Black women against this author.
Have more black women, right, graduating from college, 2-to-1 to black men. You throw in incarceration rates, you throw in the unemployment rates, and you're saying there's just not enough black men.
Well, there are not enough black men for all of the college-educated black women in particular that have the type of husbands that they want to have.
The type that they want to have. Now, I put this out, and we had this conversation yesterday, and a lot of people were chiming in, and I decided to ask for questions from viewers. And one of the questions, simply put, is, do black women deserve better than what black men have to offer? That seems like a very heavy question there, but is that essentially what it is? Do we not measure up to the quality of black women right now?
That's really a great way to put it. And I will admit that I usually think about it from the other perspective, which is that is it fair to ask black women to sacrifice their own happiness on the altar, as it were, of black men's struggles? And
Okay,
I think not.
What is that?
I think not.
What's that sacrifice necessarily when we're talking about, and I asked you this question yesterday, is it always marrying down if the person you're marrying doesn't make as much money or have the same level of education? Could be a good guy.
Yeah, he could be a good guy, and lots of relationships work across classes, that's true. But it's also the case that for everyone, not simply for the women, but for the men as well, having a spouse who is matched to you educationally in terms of your outlook, your aspirations, your experiences, that's a positive thing. So it's actually not a great thing for the wife or the husband if they're in a mismatched relationship.
All right, and we know a lot of conversations were started yesterday because of this topic, and I had one of these conversations at my house with Mrs. Holmes, and one of these things that keeps coming up is how do you, and the word I think my wife used was reprogram, if you will, black women, because you're suggesting they need to be open to dating outside of their race. But, you know, a lot of black women just like brothers. They like the black man.
Right.
So if you're just not attracted naturally, why have them give up on finding a black
talking
man?
to Shawn. He talking about Shawnee.
Right, that's a great question. And the issue, the way I think of that is that women have been asked to carry a great load. Black women shoulder a lot of the burden, in short, of black men's struggles. And I am asking women to put the burden down. Many women think that they're attracted to black men. They are attracted to black men. But attraction itself is complicated. And one of the things that I discovered in the course of writing this book is that there's a whole host of fears and desires and anxieties that animate black women's attraction to black men.
Okay, and on that, though, I got another question from a viewer. Judy sent in and said, well, it sounds like you're saying, why should black women give up the good fight? You know, you're not telling them to take on a project of fixing a man necessarily, but why just give up on black men?
Damn.
Right, that is another great question. I actually am asking black women to give up the fight because the fight hasn't been successful. The fight has not been successful. This is what a friend of mine, Carolyn Edgar, calls a Negro Improvement Project, which is what a lot of black women undertake, and often the results are not so great. So
okay, can we stop here? Can we stop here? Good. Okay. Don't ever on this show with all the squares ever tell me it don't matter how much money you make or what you do and what your status is. Because this dude basically said we have to cross classes. Classes like poor, middle class, upper middle class, like they don't, he was like they don't match. So if the person that you're with didn't go to college or graduate college, then y'all really not a match because you make $400,000 and they make $60,000. You not a match. And now and now you got to improve the other person because they don't make. This is what I'm talking about. This has been here ever since somebody told me and the person I was with were unequally yoked because of my relationship, supposedly with my information about God. Dog, like we make it so difficult for people to be together because somebody watched that was looking at their partner, whether it be the male or the female. Somebody watched that and was like, he got a whole point. Somebody, the housewife or whoever's staying at the house, I'm gonna use the housewife for example, was watching that and was like, oh, that's why me and my husband don't get along, because I didn't go to college, he went to college, and he makes all the money, and that's why we're unequally. What are y'all talking about? Like, y'all make it so difficult writing these books for two people to actually get together and just get to know each other to see if they match.
It doesn't make any sense what he said. I mean, in some cases, that is the case if the two aren't. But just because somebody ain't go to college, I ain't go. I mean, well, I did go to college. I ain't graduate till I was 40. But I mean, I had a very successful career. I mean, what is college? It put me in debt. I'm still paying those loans off. I had that conversation with my daughters. You ain't got to go to college because, like now, for instance, eggs is $7. Guess what? If we had some chickens, guess what? Guess what we could do? Sell eggs. You don't have to go to college for that. We could have learned how to farm. But I don't agree with nothing that man.
Well, Tashami said it does make sense, even though it shouldn't. And I agree with that point.
It doesn't make sense. Because nobody should give up on anybody. And he limits it to, this thing about, I'm really irritated with the man that wrote the book, because to me, everything he's saying is negative about Black people. Not just Black women, not just Black men. He's saying Black men ain't nothing. And, he a Black man, but I guess he's different. He in a whole nother class or something. And Black women should give up on Black. No, I completely disagree. Completely disagree.
It does. Well, let me expand on that comment, Tashami. It does make sense, even though it shouldn't. I get what you're saying, but I think because he just brought up college, I think people can be unequally matched, but I don't think it should just be simply because you went to college. Sometimes you don't like what you don't like, and I guess if you're in a different position in life, you're used to certain things, and the other person may not be into those certain things. It may not be important to them. I don't know, but I get what you're saying, John. It shouldn't make sense, but it kind of does, because there's certain things that it has no thing about me being better than somebody or anything like that. There's certain things that that would just annoy me. Like, certain things about people would just annoy me. There's no way I can get it. There's no way I can fit that in my life. But I guess I don't know, man. I don't know. The improve a Negro comment, that was a little much. That
was too much. That didn't even make that more. Because it'd be the same. White women have the same issues that we have in relationships. Now, culturally, I can't. Me and outside, I ain't gonna be able to.
Who over there blowing you up during the show? Who over there blowing you up?
Did I ask you that when your phone went off?
Oh, that was the people calling for my.
This is Rodney. This is Rodney. Okay, because Rodney is doing the show. Well, he got a show airing today. I'll say it like that.
But mine was the car note people calling me. I tried to pay the car note, y'all. I tried to pay it, and y'all, this first time I went online. It didn't work. I called y'all. I called Infinity. I called them, and they were like, the department was closed. I agree with Shawnee. It comes off anti-Black. Now, obviously, it comes off anti-Black, but that's the selling point of the book. That's why he specifically wrote it, because he wanted a selling point. But you're right. But
he does, but so if and they make it out like we are so hard, like for Black people to be together, like it's so hard for us to be together. And that's not true. There are plenty of Black people that are together that have had successful relationships. It's plenty of them.
But remember when we had this debate and me and Shawnee got into it, it was just us on here.
It was just
yes. And we got into a debate, and I said that there's a war going on out here that is making it very difficult. That's making, and maybe I don't follow enough white people. Maybe it goes on in the white community. Maybe it goes on male and female, all across races. I can just go what I'm familiar with for Hispanics and Blacks. But especially Black people I've seen on social media. There's this war going on where men are saying Black women ain't this, and Black women are saying Black men ain't this. And very rare do you see Rodney. Who? Shawnee. See, Mike, the level of disrespect is at an all-time high. All-time high. Is at an all-time. Tashami, I'm
Well,
glad
I'm being disrespectful to you, Mike. Did you feel like I was being disrespectful to you?
I'm glad you see that, Tashami. I have a show to continue to do. I'm not getting in my personal bag.
Do you feel like I'm being disrespectful to you?
I'm not getting in my bag right now.
Do you feel like okay? Well, I'm gonna apologize because I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you, Mike, and to all the viewers that felt disrespected by me replying to Rodney during the show. I apologize to you too.
Responding to a ninja while she on the show with me. But there's a lot going on where it's like it seems like people are men and women who happen to be African American are being pitted against each other. And I said that was dangerous because it seems like everybody's doing it. Now I agree with Shawnee in this that I see a ton of happy black couples. Do I see a ton? Okay, I see happy black couples. I don't know if I see a ton. I see happy. How about this? I see happy couples of all races. But I feel like this little battle, and rest in peace, Kevin Samuels, stuff like that really put a divide. What was that last comment? What was the last comment that was just on there? James said, "Hey, leave that guy alone. You can help it that he was kidnapped by those who don't speak of and made him into the guy from Get Out." Well, I mean, you can say that. Mike, you're not alone. We are all here with you, though Shawnee is sneaky. We are here to stay.
Okay.
I don't know.
Whatever.
I ain't start that. Shawnee, handle your business. Now, Kathy Black, see, that is exactly what happens. That's exactly what happens. Then Kathy Black and Miles says, handle your business. See, y'all pulling a couple apart right now, making us take
I run a whole network, and these guys went to she being disrespectful. I got a show coming on after this. I have to be concerned about more than just one show.
Wait, I thought you apologized. Why are you going back on your apology?
I'm not talking to you.
Why are you going back on them? Why are you going back? You apologize to everybody, you said.
I apologize to everybody, but apparently they don't understand that I run a whole network, not just one show.
She does do that. Looks can be deceiving.
If you're in the Dallas area this Friday and you want to be a part of one of these shows, well, actually 2 of them, then inbox me. And then I'll give you the information so you come to Mike's first taping, his first 2 tapings.
Now, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
If a person exposes you to different stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Stuff that you have never been exposed to, will you take that as a person's just exposing you to see if you like it, or you take that as that person is trying to improve you and trying to change you?
I take it as they just, just sharing, because I don't think they're trying to change me, just exposing you to something new.
Just expose. They're not trying to change you. So are they? So with the comment where somebody goes to college, we're just using college because college. Somebody goes to college. Somebody has a job that makes a certain amount of money, and they're into certain things that you're not into. Is that going to be a problem? Do you think that'd be a problem in a relationship if we can't? Here, I make it more basic. I'm a comedian.
Okay.
I'm dating somebody who absolutely doesn't F with comedy. They just think they don't go to comedy shows. They're not into it. Do you think that's going to be a problem, an essential problem in that relationship?
Oh, I think maybe at some point it could be, depending on that person's level of support. Because it might not be, but there still has to be, even though this ain't what you into, it depends on what your level of support for that person is, because your person is going to need your support and they're going to want your support.
Okay, it's 12 minutes after the hour. You ain't got to do this top of the hour. It's 12 minutes after the hour, 8:12 on the East Coast, 7:12 Central Standard Time, and we don't know what time it is on the West Coast. It's just super early. So if a person is in their lifestyle, whether it be the man or the woman, is into going to fancy restaurants and doing things, I don't know, they like going to wine tasting, and they like doing a whole bunch, but you're not legit really into it. Wouldn't that be that class thing where I'm just into things that people consider more affluent or whatever, for lack of a better word? That's the best one I could get on. Don't you think that would be a problem then if you can't get down with? I like going to the black tie affairs. My job makes me go to the black tie affairs. You can't stand it.
Right.
Isn't that going to be an essential problem then? Just like the comedy thing? Put the other comment back up. I'm sorry.
No, I don't. It can be a problem, but there still has to be some level of support. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean that at some point you got an event that you got to go to and you want to take your woman with you. I need to suck it up and go. So that's what I'm saying. There has to be some kind of support. Now, if I just say every time I ain't going, no, I ain't going, I ain't going. Guess what? Eventually, you're gonna meet somebody in that circle that's willing to.
But that's what I'm saying. That's somebody who relates to what I'm doing.
Yeah. So you don't have to, like, the person don't have to be into the stuff, but there has to be some level of support. You might not like doing wine tastings and stuff. You ain't got to go to all of them, but you need to be supportive, to a certain degree. And maybe on the third one, okay, babe, do you mind if I stay at home and you handle this one on your own and I'll catch you for the next one? There has to be some kind of it gotta be a meeting in the middle, or else bottom line, you're gonna lose your mate. Period.
So
Male
Joy says that would be an issue, Mike. They probably lack humor and wouldn't get yours. Red flag. That could be a red flag. Or like the black man who just played, I gotta improve her or whatever. Like the biggest fantasy. I don't know. I'm gonna take it way back. I hope y'all saw this movie called Pretty Woman. Did y'all see the movie Pretty Woman with Julia Roberts and Richard Gere? It came out, I think, in the late 90s, or mid 90s, somewhere around there, where he basically pays a prostitute. He pays a prostitute to escort him. And he takes her to the fancy ass hotel. And obviously the scenario, she don't fit in nowhere the way she's dressed. She becomes friends with the manager of the hotel. He helps her assimilate to everything that's going on. Even at one point, one of his boys tries to assault her sexually at the house, and he beats the guy up. And then all of a sudden, she conforms, and she then learns how to dress and gets what she has to say and how she has to present herself. And then at the end, the deal's supposed to be over. He doesn't want the deal to be over. He comes back, he gets her, and they live happily ever after. Now, to me, most cases, 9 out of 10 times, that's a fantasy. If you're a woman, and now I'm going to do it from a woman's point of view, and you've done your best, and let's just say hypothetically, you went to law school and you did all the years it took to be a lawyer, which I think Shawnee would have been a great lawyer. Did all the things that to be a lawyer. You worked hard. Let's say you went to an Ivy League school, and you fall for the dude. The dude has the pants hanging down off the butt. My pants have hung off my butt before. Not the way these young boys be wearing them.
Pants hang off your butt all the time.
Yeah, but it don't be the way the young boys be wearing them. But yes, I do.
I got a video with no pants off your ass.
I don't even know how they made skinny jeans and how they maneuvered to make skinny jeans, and the skinny jeans still hung off the butt. I don't know how they managed to do that.
It's the way you set it up, and you set it up with a belt.
No, but I try and set it up with the belt. Okay. Before I get off it, I forget what I'm saying. So she meets the guy who has the black and mild smoking, little bit of jewelry. I'm not saying overdone. And he's from a different environment. How do we expect those two to have something in common? Or do we expect him to change to her status? Or do we expect her to more assimilate to him? Which one is it? Because to me, it's always the person whose style is worth more in society that the other person has to try and be that. Should the guy then make sure his pants don't sag off his butt because of her?
But they cool with their relationship?
She is, but before moving forward, yeah, they're cool in the beginning, but now things are getting serious. I gotta put out the whole scenario. I forgot. I gotta overread it. It's getting serious.
No, but if she's accepting him like that, then it is what it is.
No, I'm saying the relationship, she's cool until now it's time. She wants to make it a more serious thing. It's not dating anymore.
Well,
so now
there was a problem in the beginning. Then you should have took care of that in the beginning, because you stayed. Is my opinion. If from the jump I can't deal with it, then I'm not gonna do it, because deciding that we want to be serious is not gonna change how I feel about. So if I'm that against it, if I'm that against you walking out of here with your pants hanging off your butt, then that's just a no. We're not even getting ready to play. We're not gonna even play. Why? Because
No, but you were attracted to him in the beginning. You didn't know that this was going to jump off into something. Now it's about to. Put Rich's thing up there because Rich, you're an idiot. You have to be equally yoked. I'm okay with cheating. My wife hates it. Yes, I get it. Go ahead. But
yeah,
they didn't know it was going to become a serious thing. Now it's time to move on. Does she try and be like, listen, can you, y'all always try and interact. Y'all always try and change. Listen, Jay Black is being changed as we speak.
Yeah, but that's different. That's not
in a good way, Lady Q.
That's not me coming to you saying, okay, let's talk about the pants off there. I know that your pants hang off your ass. I know this, right? I've been places with you and your pants is off your ass.
They not off my ass. Don't make it sound like they all off. Don't be trying to make it sound like that.
You don't have it like all the way down, but you do the little sagging thing. You do that. If that is a problem for me from jump, why am I even going to entertain anything that could lead somewhere? Because
that could change. That could change.
No, I can't make you change. You grown. How you present yourself to me is how you are. Now, once we, if we move into that and we go somewhere, because when you do have to go to a black tie event, I ain't never seen your pants off your behind at a black tie event. So right. And that's the thing, you do it when you do it. You do it like as a fashion statement. It's not, we ain't going to church like that. I mean, neither we ain't never been to church ever.
No,
we've never been to church. But I just think that if that's what it is in the beginning, this going in. This going in. So don't.
It's not a problem. She knew from the start what you do and what you like. Maybe she would try to change you like most females do, but she knew what it was before it started. Now I get it.
And
but
I agree with James, because some women do that. They think, or people. I'm not just gonna put it on women. I'm saying women because I got girlfriends and we talk about this stuff. But they will get a guy to a certain point and be like, oh, I'm gonna get him to change. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna get to change. It's like, girl, this is like a grown. This is not your child. You can't even control your child like that. So how you gonna get a grown man?
But let's be fair. In a relationship, people have to adjust. There are things that are going to have to change. Like there's certain things that even though I did it when I met you, have to change in order for the relationship to go to the next level. Attitudes and different responsibilities are going to change on how we act and what we do. No, I didn't call you probably when we first started dating to tell you I was going somewhere or to tell you I was going to be late when we first started dating. But then at a certain time, you're going to say, Shawn, you're going to say,
let me see. I got my notebook too. Let's see.
You're going to say at some point, you're going to be like, yo, call me when you get home. Now, if I say, why would I call you when I go home? I never call you when I get home. I think that's a respectful change. I think that would be just a respectful thing if the relationship is going to another level, to be like, yo, I'm home. Or a text message. They say a man would change for the woman he truly wants. See, Joy? There y'all go. I love your honesty. James K said, it is a give and take. Everybody has to change how they deal. If a person is super, you gotta make there's gotta be a common ground where y'all both be like, we gotta make some adjustments. It's called growth. Oh, Mark got serious. It's called growth in a relationship. But that's what the problem is. When is it growth? And when is it somebody trying to change you? When is it trying to change your, like, how do you, that is so difficult to tell the difference. And sometimes a person can actually be trying to help you for the good. And you're so offended that what you've been doing the entire time is not a good thing for you. And the person may be trying to be like, that's not beneficial for you. I'm not even doing this for me. And the person be like, you trying to change me. No, I'm really trying to help you. I really am. So I think that's where everybody gets in the middle, where you go like, where guys start writing books talking about people got to date out of their classes and improve That improved Negro was tough. Like that's a hard
I
little
just
comment.
I think it's a way to present things. And if you're in a good relationship with good communication, yeah, you're gonna have some tough conversations that's uncomfortable for one. You know, if one person is presenting that, hey, I observed this about you. Yeah, it's uncomfortable. But if it's a good relationship, then the person is not gonna feel forced. It's not gonna feel like you shouldn't feel attacked. I guess that's a good a way to say it. Because because is it a control thing, or is it, hey, we got to get this straight so we can do what we want to do?
Wouldn't a person's intentions make the difference in a way? I guess you and Shawnee are saying the same thing. The person's intentions.
Yeah.
You know, people sensitive out here, y'all. People are very, very sensitive. Joy says it's the approach on how you're trying to change something or someone. Hmm. It's an interesting thing, man. I guess that's why people got to go to be therapists and psychologists and all this other stuff, because I don't know. And I don't know if I don't think there's a certain age where you just, some people say, I'm so-and-so age, I ain't changing from here. I don't agree with that, because you could change at any time, at any age. No, we'll see, man. We'll see how everything goes. We got anything else that we can get on?
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. We got
Go ahead. You surprise me. Go ahead.
Okay, let's see.
I'm about to warm my car up. That's what I'm about to do.
So what have we talked about? So okay, we can stay on this relationship thing. We got a seasoned relationship, Black relationship at that. Let me see. Where is it?
What, these people are old? Is that what you're saying when you say seasoned?
Yeah, it's a oh, I don't have that one. But okay, so I got the lady. Oh, I do. I have both of their videos. So I'm gonna play. Did we play the one about getting divorced after 20 years already?
I'm not sure.
A couple on Latarius Whitfield show. Okay, so I'm gonna play that one first, and then
yeah. Hold on. So I know where you're going with this. I have to run real quick. So play the video and come back. I'll be back real quick. Play the video. Okay. Play the entire video. I'll be right back.
All right, here it is, you guys. Well, at least I thought.
How do you get to year 20 and want to call it quits? And that was initiated by you. It's interesting because in today's day and age, 80 to 85% of divorces are initiated by women. It's interesting that you wanted to do that 31 years ago. So what did you face 31 years ago where you said, I'm done?
She faced my complacency. Like, this is cool. I don't need to work anymore at loving her. I don't want to work. I don't need to work anymore at making her feel important. I don't need to work anymore at making her feel respected. She has desires and visions and dreams, but I don't have to be concerned about that because she's there every day. And so it reached the perfect storm. And when she finally just said, I've had enough. See, you have to understand that we change. And so she had studied in Europe, studied in Paris, France, and so she's now, okay, I've been exposed to some things, and I got some things I want to make happen. Oh, girl, don't worry about that. And kept on moving. And pretty soon it got to a place like, you're not hearing me, you're not paying any attention to me, and I'm unfulfilled, I'm unappreciated, I'm disrespected. So let me get out of this. And so that's what happens. It happens at different times in marriages.
Yeah. How do you get to year 20?
Oh, he's not back. So this was on Latarius Whitfield's show. He does this podcast. He's a playwright here. And this couple has been married. And now I believe they've been married 50 some years, almost 60 years. And of course, the husband, he asked the woman, why did she decide she wanted a divorce 20 years in? And I thought that was nice. The husband answered the questions because he knew what the problem was and didn't just leave her out there like that. Have to deal with that.
Well, you could take it one or two ways. You could take it the way you took it. Or we could be like, I want to hear what she had to say. I've dated and tried to change men to my liking, but it's hard and didn't work, so I got turned off. They had other good qualities. I was interested on what I thought what he said was I thought what he said was nice. I thought he said, I think he accepted responsibility. I just wanted to hear if he left something out. But if somebody asks you after 20 years, or somebody is really committed to, I want a divorce. I don't know how I would take that.
I mean, at least he was willing to listen to it. I don't think she was really committed to it like that. I don't think it was that they were, as people say, unequally yoked. I don't think that was the case.
He said her job took her to France, right?
Well, she improved herself. You know, they got married. She improved herself. Well, she wanted to, explore and do some other things. Not to take away from the house, but to add to the house. And he just got complacent with it and comfortable with her being there, which happens on both sides. Sometimes you take for granted that this person is always here. I've seen that happen before, where a couple separated because the woman felt like she wasn't being valued. And I think when there's a relationship where two people really want to be together, then that can be worked out. Now, if y'all don't, then it ain't gonna be worked out. But like they worked out 32 years later, they still together.
They probably get Rich said they probably in divorce because she can't never get a word in. That would have been hilarious if she would have said that.
But she does respond in a way that kind of lets you know where she is or where she was in life. She realized that, okay, yeah, I do feel this way. However, there are some things that I probably need to work out inside of me too, in order to make this work. Because next on the show, she does this prayer for women, like for women to be more open and understand.
But let me just add something real quick, because Joy, and I'm not saying I disagree with you or anything, Joy. I just want to you say she leveled up. What is considered leveling up? Was it what she was doing that y'all perceive was leveling up?
Yeah, she improved herself.
Yeah, but how did we go about? Why did she improve herself? Because she was in France and her job had her do stuff, so that's improving herself. And
no, she wanted to do a whole gamut of things. She wanted to do more. That when she improved herself, then her job took her to France. So she did some things to better herself as an individual, and then it opened some other doors for her.
So he had to compromise and change his ways, because he might obviously, I mean, not obviously, the way I take it is that he may not have been too into all the stuff that she was leveling up, quote unquote, leveling up. And maybe he wasn't showing, maybe he wasn't as impressed showing the support that he should have. So he had to change his attitude and be like, okay, I might lose her because I'm not giving her the credit she deserves. I guess if loving you, here goes James, if loving you is wrong, then I don't want to be right. Or maybe ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Or just she's fed up and can't take no more. You done cliched the hell out of us, James. Go get it. Joy says sometimes that's needed though, for both to grow. If they're mature enough, they both reflect on self.
True. Absolutely.
I just want to know what the leveling up thing is. Like, it just, just that. Once again, I think it's a class thing. I think if she had got into something different that we didn't take as positive, if she was into something different, then we wouldn't have called it leveling up. And then if he wasn't with it, we'd have been like, yeah, we understand why. Why would she start doing that? I'm just saying.
She just bettered herself. Like if I'm a housewife, I've been a housewife for 20 years, and I say, well, you know what? I kind of want to go to school to be a teacher. Right. That's leveling up. That's me doing. I mean, I ain't saying nothing about no housewife, because there's a whole bunch of work taking care of house and raising kids and running that. I'm not knocking that in any way. But when I say, okay, well, I got my high school diploma, I want to get a college degree, and I want to be a teacher. That is a level up.
So if you don't, so that's what I'm saying. Like we have labels on what really is leveling up and what is not leveling up, because you could do something different where people are like, that's not a level up. What are you doing? Like if you do want to quit your high paying job and just be a housewife, and the husband got mad, then nobody would. If the husband was like, "Wait a second, you gonna quit your high paying job because you just want to stay home?" Then people would be on his side. No, I wasn't with that.
But it's not just staying home. If you're going to be a housewife.
Here you go. You said what?
If you say you want to be a housewife, then you're not just staying at home. So what are we doing when you quit your job? What are we doing? Are you?
But you see how the questions come?
Housewife, or are you sitting at home painting your fingernails, watching the Real Housewives or whatever on TV all day?
And that's what I'm talking about. How we have labels for what we consider leveling up. She could be like, I done worked for 20 years. I done put my time in. And I'm about to go home and paint my nails and watch Housewives of Compton all day. And I'm going to watch all the Housewives. And then people would be like, he has every right to leave. We kind of bougie on what, like, if you level up in our eyes, then it's all good. Then she's bettering herself. Or she says, I've had it. I've worked enough. I'm tapping out. I don't want any parts of this. Then people wouldn't look at her the same way. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Well, it depends on the relationship. Because that's the thing. If you being just selfish and you know that your house needs your income, but you just don't want to work because you don't want to work because you tired. That's really selfish for the household and to put that extra stress. Now, if y'all agree on that, if y'all sit down and talk about that and you say, okay, I got $300,000 in my 401k, we can spread this out this way. That's something different. But just to be like, I don't want to do it, I ain't gonna do it. That's kind of messed up.
I'm going to be devil's advocate, but it's okay for you to go to France and leave your husband and go follow your dreams because we say that's leveling up. But when I want to follow my dreams and stay home, then everybody's like, whoa, what are you doing? Like, now that ain't that. See, we have a class thing.
But he didn't have a problem with her going. The issue that he was saying that he had was when she was coming to him saying, hey, these are the things that I want to do, he wasn't supportive. So he had to change his mindset and be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to be supportive of that. She didn't just say, I'm going. And went.
No, she almost filed for divorce. Well, she did. Yeah, she wanted a divorce. Leveling up doesn't necessarily mean monetary. She found herself and leveled up. And she might be, the person might be like, I've had enough. I'm done. It's a wrap. I'm not working no more. That's just, it's just weird. I just think there's always a class thing. If you do something that people all agree on, is beneficial. But if you do something that's not, so if she gets a second job, I was going to bring that up, Nikki. Truth be told, I was going to bring that up. So if she gets a second job as a stripper to make extra cash, that's not leveling up. No, we're going to say no.
If they agree on that in their house.
But if he don't,
some people do that.
No, I get it. But if he doesn't, people will then agree with him and go like, the majority of people would be like, yo, I totally understand. But when it's the job is sending me to Paris, everybody's all good with that because it meets the qualifications of now that's what I'm talking about. It meets everybody's, bougie little. I didn't know how much this shirt matches the thing behind with me. What'd you say?
Society's list is what you're talking about.
Yeah, society's list of improving yourself. Nobody ever thinks being a stripper is improving yourself. I mean, hip hop does, but the majority.
I mean, now strippers is different. They got a whole show on how the stripping game done changed because these young girls coming in just do whatever. They don't give a fantasy anymore. Is what the lady said.
And that's why I'm so glad I'm not in the strip clubs. But that was interesting. But they stayed together. They didn't bounce out
together. And and she did work on self, and she realized there were some things in her that she had to change too. And I think she ends it with this prayer for every woman.
And I wanted to say that I'm praying for every woman that's out there that has a broken heart, that God will heal the hurt. Heal the heart and give her a reason to look forward to happiness. Every disappointment, I'm asking that God will erase it, because there's hope after the hurt.
Yes.
You can never help anybody if you don't know what that feels like.
So yeah,
Why the prayer just gotta be for women with the broken heart? Why it gotta be just?
Well, because
why it gotta be just for women?
because she did need to pray for women. I appreciate that
Why I gotta be just for women?
from
See,
my elder, because there are things that
there it
women
goes.
hold on to
There
that
it
we
goes.
have to learn how to let go. That lady, we can sit down with
Separation.
her for women, and learn some things. And that's the to help y'all.
That's just praying for
Well,
women's heartbreak.
it's really to help the women,
Why
because
can't she pray for everyone? Dang shit. That's what I
because
said, Rick. That's what I said. I felt it too. I felt it too.
well, her husband can pray for the men. But
I felt it.
Women need to hear from a woman like that.
You felt what I
Listen,
felt, Rick. You
girl,
felt what I felt.
you need to get yourself together. I'm not gonna put your comment up, Richard, because that is just really disrespectful.
What? You can't censor
Richard's comment up.
Put
Richard
it up.
is so disrespectful.
Take a screen. Biz don't need to pray for none of us. None of my hosts.
Richard is disrespectful. That is so disrespectful.
It's disrespectful, Rich. I can't defend you on that.
So
Live on the show, I can't defend you on that. Behind the scenes, maybe.
That is so disrespectful. That is so disrespectful. She was inspiring me. I ain't watched the whole thing. I only watched little bits.
Yeah, you cut her off. You was bored too. You cut her off.
I didn't cut her off. But I mean,
you stopped watching.
She said some good stuff. She said some real stuff.
Oh my goodness.
She married. I ain't. So she made it work. So hey, she got some answers.
I think I didn't even tell you this, Shawnee. I didn't even tell you this. This is gonna be the first time you hear about it. Oh, am I supposed to say this, or was this said to me in confidence? Shit. Damn. See the dynamics when I used to just run my mouth, just run your mouth. I think my oldest daughter, and I don't know if this is a ploy or not. I don't know if she's trying to set me. I don't know if she's setting me up.
Well,
Like,
maybe you shouldn't say this. I think I know what you're about to say.
I think she's worried. She's worried that I'm gonna be by myself, and I'm like, what are you worried about? Like, it's that like, and I don't know if it's a setup for me to be like, ba or ba. I don't know. That it was weird, the conversation. She was like out the clip.
You should keep your conversation with your daughter between you and your daughter. Maybe that's not something.
This one I know. Okay, I can give this portion of it. This one I can give this portion of it. So she was prying, and this one I know
she was gonna say about the white man thing. I thought you were gonna talk about that. Like, you could talk about that, but I think the conversation you have probably should stay between you and your daughter. I thought that's where you were going with this.
Yeah, my daughter ain't nothing but Shawnee Scott. She said, would you spin the block? First of all, the fact that my daughter used the term spin the block on relationships, I was like, I'm not spinning the block. I mean, that's to me. I mean, if you've ever gone back to somebody that you weren't, that y'all broke up and it worked out, God bless you. That is just not a habit. No, it's just not a habit that I've done. To spin the block on some old, hey, let's make this work again. I was like, no. And then what else? She was
Ashley,
like,
what are you talking about? Ashley, I don't even understand your comment. I ain't putting your comment up either.
put Ashley's comment up.
Ashley, listen. Congratulations to your son, Ashley.
Okay, I'll just say I'll say this much. If and when I crack the code on Shawnee, I think my daughter will give it a round of applause. Ashley Newman, why don't you stay with Shawnee or Dad? Do you need me to go? What?
What? Oh, she's saying that's what Monty's saying. I guess that's what she's saying, Monty. That's what. That's what you said.
I guess. Why don't you stay with Shawnee or
Richard,
Dad?
you out of control. Richard, are you in the DFW area? If you already come to the table, I don't know. Do we want Richard to come to the table?
No, Richard, you can't be running your mouth like this. You just need to have the laughter. And I'm gonna need some. I might need some crowd participation, which I have to set all that up today. I got to write all that down. Jeanette, nothing wrong with being by yourself when you have love from your kids. No, I get it, but I think she's really worried. And it's funny because I think she's the only one that's really like, is he gonna be by himself? But I'm like,
can you hear that?
I hear something in the background. They arguing.
That's somebody's car.
Oh, that's somebody's car?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. So I don't know. That was a conversation. And I keep forgetting when kids look at you. I don't look at myself as 51. But when your kids look at yourself at 51, they like, when you 18 or 19, you like, damn, son, you about at the end of the road. Like you better grab on. I'm like, what are you talking about? Nah, not going back. It didn't work the first time, so why go back?
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't work the first time, so why go back? Well, some people did go back and they both changed things and it worked out. Yes, I'm here. I'm gonna inbox you, Shawnee, for info. Okay.
On Facebook. I'll check Facebook today. I'm sorry, y'all. I really haven't been on social media.
Yeah, so you could be part of studio audience. But remember, Rich, it's gonna be Friday and it's not
it's Friday.
It's Friday, but the hours aren't probably aren't
work it out. Just inbox me, Rich. I'll send you the information.
So yeah. Anyway, that was the question. I thought that was I was like, well, why would, like, I think she's concerned. And my mom said, I think she's concerned that you're gonna be. I'm like, what? That's a weird dynamic.
Are you concerned that you're gonna be by yourself?
No. And it's bad. I'm not concerned that I'm gonna be by myself. I'm not concerned about it. But it is, it's like I you know, you gotta start thinking, you know, you might be too comfortable just being by yourself. And I don't mean being by myself just regular. I mean being by myself, period. Like I gotta start being around people more because I've been, you know, it's just the only people I'm around is when I'm at work or when I'm talking with y'all or talking to you on the phone. So that's just, you know, I don't know. That whole divorce thing.
They said, you know, and it didn't click, it didn't hit because I was like, I got my girls, me and my girls, you know, I'm raising my kids. And they was like, but when your kids leave, what you gonna do? I said, I didn't think about that. They gonna be here forever. They not going nowhere. And I was like, damn, they are going to want to leave.
At some point, I mean, that is, and I never,
y'all, let's get in the car and we gonna take this drive. You know, they're gonna be like, nah, ma, I got something to do.
Jeanette said, I get what she's saying because I'm about to be 57 next week and I've never been married. My kids say I need to. Like what? I need to, like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'd be down to get married again. Like, you know, she was talking about when I was just tripping and she said, spin the block. I was like, did my daughter just talk to me like we was in the streets talking about spin the block? Like, what are we doing here? But it wasn't any bad. She ain't gonna be bro or nothing. I can bring one up. No, don't bring no trouble to that set. Make sure the woman that you bring with you is very respectable to, you know, just rules and stuff. Like, I want people to have fun, but you can't light up in the studio or nothing. Like, you can't, you know.
Yeah, this is a closed set.
You know, they'll have a little sip for y'all and everything like that, probably.
Oh, yeah, we will have food and drinks and stuff for y'all.
Joy said, until you're content with being with yourself, you won't be ready for a partner. Yeah, they always say that.
Yeah, but you can be by yourself for so long that you get so set in your ways. Trust me, I know.
I have my cat and just got a puppy for my birthday. She said she's straight. She said Dr. Doolittle. She got the cat. She bought the dogs. I don't know, man. I honestly, listen, man. Everything's going to be all right. We will be taping Friday. Today, me and Shawnee, we have to sit down and actually get the whole content and everything like that. Y'all love lists, so we got to get some lists together and everything like that. Everybody loves a list. I learned that much. I ain't learned much already. I learned everybody loves lists. The top 5 reasons that so-and-so, the top 5 reasons for a positive relationship and all that other good stuff. So hopefully tomorrow we'll have the other squares back. Mo's doing her thing. She has an actual event. Jay Black is representing Martin Luther King. When does representing and honoring somebody who did so much, how is it that we represent that? We think we're doing them an honor by not doing nothing. I never got that.
I don't know.
Like, how do we like Mo? We're gonna talk about Jay Black. Tomorrow we got to have a conversation. Mo is out there doing an event. You're actually partaking in the Martin Luther King parade. And Jay says the way he's honoring Martin Luther King today is by doing nothing.
Well, he probably got to go to work, right?
I have no idea. I got a funny feeling he took the day off.
Well, here's I got some fun facts about MLK that you probably didn't know. We talked about this Saturday on Big Bing's Break Room on the CW.
Okay, give it to me. I got to go in a few minutes. Go ahead.
Okay, so
Queen Boy 9 said Rich gonna bring his girl and her. No, he's not. Now he's not bringing them two together. No, he's not.
So okay, do you know there were 2 assassinations? There was an assassination attempt before he actually was assassinated.
No.
On him. So he was doing this book signing.
Wow.
And this lady came up, he was sitting there, and she asked him, "Are you really Dr. King?" And he said, "Yeah." And she stabbed him with the the mail openers, the thing.
Wow, I have never heard that.
Yeah, she stabbed him. Her name was Isola Ware Curry. And she stabbed him in the chest with a letter opener on September 20th, 1958, 10 years before he actually died. Well, before he was actually assassinated at the Lorraine Hotel.
Go ahead, keep going. I'm listening. Keep going.
Now he just gonna walk off and leave me here talking about myself. Okay. Here's another fun fact about him. Okay. He was the youngest person to ever receive the Nobel Peace Prize. No one has ever broken their record. And you know what? I know y'all gonna say, well, how old was he? I don't know, because I didn't write that part down.
Yep.
But
what was the second one, real quick? What'd you just say?
He was the youngest person to receive the Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh, I did know that. What do you think I was just looking for, Shawnee? What do you think I was just?
Your vape.
No. I give you 3.
Oh, your thermos.
Nope. Oh, maybe you're not ready to marry me. Go ahead. You got one more shot. More shot.
If you weren't looking for that vape and you weren't looking for your thermos, I don't know.
My keys. I thought I went to Walmart.
Started the car. That's why I didn't say the
And
keys.
that is my problem. I went and started the car and I realized, I said, wait, I know I didn't leave my keys in the car. And I don't think my car locks if I leave my keys in the car. But I'm telling you, my vape, my thermos, and my keys.
Yeah, I ain't saying keys because I figured you left them sitting in the console.
I keep my cell phone in my hand at all times. I'm telling you what. All right. Those are fun facts.
He checking his car's warming up. Ain't nobody taking his car Wednesday. That car fine.
Whatever.
If he come over here and start that car up and leave the key in it, it's gonna be gone. And then the other one is he entered college when he was just 15 and graduated in 4 years. He got his BA in sociology from Morehouse. And he's a proud member of Alpha Phi Alpha, and they're all celebrating their whatever year celebration, now that all happens at the top of the year. So,
and we got to take a note down. There's a guy named Ed Reed, Hall of Fame player, who is coaching at HBCU, and unfortunately, he's got complaints about the HBCU.
Oh, I saw that.
Only on TOLs can you leave, set, return without notice. I know, Ashley, but I just got paranoid about my keys because I lose my keys. It's a problem. Like, my keys disappear. And when I tell you, I got a whole chunk of keys purposely so that they can't be somewhere where they're just hidden. And for some reason, I still lose these damn keys. From Baltimore Ravens, Ed Reed. Yes, Joy. Yes. All right, y'all. I got to go. We got to go. We're going to see you tomorrow. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. And understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in life. Fight for your happiness and never let anybody take it from you. Please, y'all, enjoy your Martin Luther King Day. However you celebrate. Be safe and check us out tomorrow morning. Uncle Rodney is up next. And we'll see y'all Monday. mañana. All right. Yes.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legend, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.